reception and departure of trains. General rules for reception and departure of trains. Departure if it is impossible to open the exit traffic light. Reception and departure of trains. The procedure for using the technical means of railway station is established by the TRA of the station or the instructions on procedure for servicing and organizing traffic on non-public railway tracks, which regulate the safe and unhindered reception, departure and passage of train through the railway station, and the safety of intra-station shunting and compliance with labor protection requirements. Procedure established by the TRA of the station or the instruction on the procedure for servicing and organizing traffic on non-public railway tracks is mandatory for employees of all divisions of the infrastructure owner or the owner of non-public railway tracks. Route for admission or departure of each train should be prepared in a timely manner, and the input the light is open so that the driver except the trains will be able to perceive the open position of the signal and not to reduce the set speed of the train at the entrance to the railway station or train delay when departing from the train station. DSP station and in areas with dispatcher centralization DNC before receiving the train must make sure that the railway track is free to receive the train. Stop maneuvers with access to the railway track and the route of receiving the train. Prepare the route for receiving the train. Open the entrance traffic light. The DSP of the station and all sections with dispatcher centralization DNC before the train departs must make sure that the stage is free, and in case of automatic blocking the first block section of the stage. Stop maneuvers with access to the train departure route. To prepare the road administration, open the exit traffic light or hand the driver another permit to take the stage. Before the reception and departure of each train, and the station DSP must stop maneuvers with access to the railway track and the route of reception, as well as on railway tracks from which it is impossible to exclude the exit of railway rolling stock to the train route by installing arrows in guard position. The station's DSP is prohibited from opening a signal or giving other permission to receive depart the train until it is convinced that the maneuvers have actually stopped. The procedure for stopping maneuvers, transmitting orders to the station's DSP and convincing to execute step is established in the station's TRA or instructions on the procedure for receiving and organizing traffic on non-public railway tracks. The procedure exercises in sorting and forwarding the parked train stations when trains depart is set by the infrastructure owner or an owner of railway tracks, non-public, and specified in TRA station or institution on how to service the traffic organization on a railway track on common use. The acceptance or departure of a train to or from a railway track that is not provided by the TRA of the station or the instructions on the procedure for servicing and organizing traffic on non-public railway tracks may be allowed only in exceptional cases by a registered order of the TNC before allowing passengers, mail, baggage, cargo passenger and human trains to be accepted on representatives of the infrastructure owner or the owner of non-public railway tracks. In these cases, in the absence of the CPT station control apparatus that allows him to control the position of points in the route have been installed correctly in the routes of reception and dispatch of passenger, postal luggage, trains and humans should be tested on tracks shared with the chief railway station or his deputy or DSP station on duty in the park and on the railroad tracks of uncommon use and unauthorized representative of the owner railway track uncommon use. The administration, when it's impossible to open the exit traffic light, the inability to open the traffic light due to malfunction of the SCP devices, it is used for auto blocking in case of semi-automatic blocking. If the exit traffic light cannot be opened, its action is closed. Departure of the train from the track that do not have an exit traffic light, it is usually used only for auto blocking. With semi-automatic blocking, this can only be allowed in cases where the route was prepared before and the exit traffic light was opened for another train in the same direction, and this train was delayed and the traffic light was closed. In other cases, if it is necessary for the train to depart from a track that does not have an exit traffic light, the semi-automatic blocking action is closed. If the head of the departing train blocks the exit light and it is possible to open it, it is used only for auto blocking. In case of semi-automatic blocking, in this case, action is closed. The inability to open the exit traffic light due to a false indication of the employment of the first stage block section. If a train is delayed and the exit light was opened and then closed for departure and it cannot be reopened for departure of the train in the same direction, it is used only for semi-automatic blocking. If the route is automatically blocked and departure route is prepared again in these cases and the exit traffic light opens again, departure of the train returning from the stage back, it is used only for semi-automatic blocking. Thank you for your attention.